ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజీలో చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్గా చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
Dear students, you have learnt how to do mean by direct method. Same data, how to do it by assumed mean method. There is a method called assumed mean method. What do you mean by assumption? You have to assume that this could be mean. By supposing that this is the mean, you will calculate with the help of the tabular form and find the final answer. This method is called assumed mean method. I am writing the same data as in the previous direct method problem. So, I am giving you the table for finding the mean. Find mean. What is the tabular form generally given in the examination? 10 to 25 to 25 to 40, 3 students, 40 to 55, 7 students, 55 to 70, 6 students, 70 to 85, again 6 students, 85 to 100, 6 students. This is the data given with class interval and n. You will be generally given in the examination a tabular form like this. Find mean by assumed mean method. Suppose if they don't ask you to find by assumed mean method, you don't need to do it. If at all you are comfortable in doing it by direct method, you can do it. Or if you are comfortable in doing by assumed mean method, you can try doing this way. One more method I am going to teach you, that is step deviation method. Either you can do it by direct method or assumed mean method or step deviation method. If not mentioned, if mentioned, find mean by assumed mean method. Suppose if they mention it this way, find mean by assumed mean method, you must have to do it by assumed mean method. If at all you do it by direct method, you will not be given full marks. Generally this question is asked for 4 marks. This is very easy in the computation part, but the thing is that you have got one more column. In addition to the previous method, you have one more tabular form. I will just explain the same problem in the previous method because we have already worked out. I am going to explain. This is the class interval and this is frequency, this is mid value. Directly we are multiplying mid value Fi xi and getting the answer. Previous method, this is direct method. This method is called by direct method. I am writing here by direct this is by direct method. If asked in the examination, you must have to do it this way by direct method. So, the same 3 columns you must write, 1, 2, 3 columns are the same. So, I am going to rewrite the same 3 columns again, so that it will be easy for you to remember. What else you have to do from direct method to assumed mean method? One more column, that I will tell you. As in the earlier case, I am writing the solution by direct method like this: class interval and frequency Fi. What is the class interval you got? 10 to 25. 10 to 25, frequency is 2. 25 to 40. What is the answer? 3. That is 3 number of students. Next, 40 to 55. How many students? 7 students. Next, 55 to 70. How many students are there? 6 students. Next, 70 to 85. Next one is the last one, 85 to 100. How many students? 6 students. This is the given class interval. This is the given frequency. Do you remember in the direct method what did you do? You were finding the class mid value of each class. Am I right? How to find the mid value of the each class? As in the earlier case, 10 plus 25 by 2. What is 10 plus 25? 35. 35 by 2 is 17.5. This is mid value xi. Am I right? Next one is, as I told you, you have to add 15 to this. What do you get? 32.5. Am I right? Next one is 40 plus 55 by 2. 40 plus 55 by 2. 47.5. You can add 30, just 30 to this 32. You will get 62.5. 30 to this 77.5. 92.5. These 3 columns are the same that you have written in direct method. Am I right or not? In direct method also same 3 columns. Now, in addition to that, we are going to have one more column here. That column I am just writing here. So, do you remember the answer in the earlier case? It was around 60. Am I right? So, even if you do not recollect the answer, because you are not necessary, you will not do every problem by 2 methods or 3 methods, because very recently 10 minutes back you have done it, you remember the answer as 62, somewhere near 60. So, where is that mid value xi here? Somewhere here 62. This is also 47.5. If at all you assume this as the mean, you will get some other thing to be added to this. If we assume this, some other thing needs to be subtracted. So, among these 5 values, you can choose one of the values to be assumed mean. You can assume that as the mean. Instead of taking the first one and the last one, do not take the first one, last one as the assumptions, and take this 32.5, 77.5 as the assumptions. You can assume either 47.5 or 62.5. I am assuming 47.5 as mean. This is what is A. I am writing this as A. What is A stands for? Assumed mean. So, what is your assumed mean? 47.5. So, because you assumed this, you have to find the difference di. What is di? Xi minus a. What is xi? 47.5. 47.5 minus 47.5 is 0.
Hello students, myself Sunil Kumar Badal. I have done my BTech from IIT Kanpur. Here at K. Venkanna classes, I teach chemistry. So, right now I know you all are busy with your board exam preparation. But let me ask you a question. Suppose you want to be a cricketer. Who would you choose your coach? A cricketer or a wrestler? Answer is definitely cricketer. So, in the same way here, we are the group of IITians, NITian and doctor. So, if you really want to crack or get a seat into IIT, NIT or any top medical colleges, come here and join us. What are you waiting for? Thank you.
Understood? 32.5 minus 47.5. What is the difference here? Minus 15. 47.5 is higher. Therefore, 32.5 minus 47.5 is minus 15. 17.5 minus 47.5 is minus 30. 62.5 minus 47.5, it is plus 15. Next one is plus 30. Next one is plus 45. You can write these values. If you don't want to write plus, there is no problem. Either you can write plus 30, plus 15, 0, minus 15, minus 30. You can notice that all these values are in a arithmetic progression. Minus 30, add 15, minus 15, add 15, 0, add 15, plus 15, then add 15, you get 30, then add 15, you get 45. You can notice that. Subtract 15 here, 45 minus 15, 30 minus 15, 15 minus 15, 0 minus 15, minus 15, minus 15. You can see all are in a ascending order. If you do not get in ascending order, somewhere you are wrong. I am telling you very frankly. When a problem is given, you are doing it in a assumed mean method, you should get this difference, di, difference of 1, difference of second interval, difference of third interval, difference of fourth interval, fifth, sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 intervals you have to find. After that, what you have to do? Multiply Fi with di. What is di? You have just now found out. Additional column you have done. Fi stands for 2, 2 into minus 30, minus 60. 3 into minus 15, minus 45. 7 into 0, 0. See, you can see above 0 you will get negative values. Below 0 what you get? 6 into 15 plus 90. 6 into 30 plus 180. 6 into 45, 270. Have you observed that? How you got the values? These are the values you got. Now just see here. This I am erasing it because in the examination you don't need to draw a table like this. You can just draw it very nicely with the help of pencil and scale. What is sigma Fi? 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18 plus 7, 25 plus 3, 28 plus 2, 30. This is sigma Fi. Am I right? Now, I want you to add up these values. 0, 0, 0, 0, 5. So, the answer is 5 in the units place. 7 plus 8, 15 plus 9, 24, or you can say you can add these 3 and add these 3 and find out. That way you can do it. Just because some of them are negative, some of them are positive, don't get confused. 90 plus 180, 270, 270 plus 270, 540, this is plus, 0 is not required. 60, 40, 105 minus 105. What is the value? 540 minus 100, 340. So, this is 335. What is this? Sigma Fi di. Sigma stands for sum. Remember this way. Remember this way. Sigma stands for the sum. Now, how to find the mean? Mean, first I am writing the formula. What is the formula? Assumed mean plus sigma Fi di divided by sigma Fi. This is the formula. What is your assumed mean? Assumed mean A is equal to 47.5. You can write in the tabular form in the examination like this. So, this is 47.5 plus what is the total here? 335 divided by 30. 335 divided by 35. Is it 335 or 435? Just see, 540 minus 100, 440 minus 5, 435. This is also 435. Understood? Now, divide 435 with 30. 435 with 30. How many times? You have to find out. 30 one time, 135, 4 30s, 120, 15, 100, 5 times, 5 into 30, 150. So, what is the answer here? 47.5 plus 14.5. 47.5 plus 0.5, 48 plus 10, 58 plus 4, 62 is the answer. All of you note down this. This is called step assumed mean method. I will explain the same once again. You are given a tabular form. You are asked to find by assumed mean method. With the help of assumed mean method, you have to find the assumption. You have to assume one value as assumed mean and carry out. So, first copy down this. I will compare the same thing with the previous one and explain. So, till that time just look at the previous board and see the answer, and I will compare both and explain this once again. In direct method, what was the procedure? Tabular form is written in the vertical form. Rows are written as 2 columns. Third column is, first and second columns are given columns. Third column is we have written it. How did we write it? Take the lower limit of the class interval, upper limit of the class interval, and then add up, divide by 2. Very easy. 25 plus 10, 35 by 2, 17 and half, 17.5. So, we were doing xi. Xi stands for first mid value, second mid value, third mid value, fourth mid value, fifth mid value, sixth mid value. Same column, additionally you have to write one more column. 3 columns, fi, xi do not multiply. If you multiply this, this is direct method. Direct multiplication is direct method. Look at the answer, 62. Here also, same first column, second column, third column. In third column, in assumed mean method, you have to assume one value as assumption. Telugulo explain chestanu, jagrataga vinandi. Assumption ante enti? అనుకోవటం. మనకి ఏమైనా తెలియనప్పుడు ఏమనుకుంటాం? సపోజ్ రాము, నీ వయసు ఎంతరా, వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఏజ్ అన్నాను అనుకోండి, చెప్పడు. లెట్ us సపోజ్ దట్ హిజ్ ఏజ్ ఈజ్ 16 years. వాడి వయసు 16 సంవత్సరాలు అనుకునుము అంటాం. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ అజంప్షన్. మనకి తెలియని దాన్ని ఊహించడాన్ని అజంప్షన్ అంటారు. ఆ ఊహించడంలో కొంత యాక్యురసీ ఉంటుంది. ఎరా నీ వయసు ఎంత అంటే 100 years అంటామా? అనం కదా. అజంప్షన్ అంటే నియర్ బై చెప్తాం, అందాజుగా చెప్తాం. వాట్ ఈజ్ యువర్ ఏజ్? 15 years, 16 years, 14 years, like that. You can assume a 10th class student will be generally 15 to 16 years old. So, we have assumed among these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values, one value is assumed mean. అంటే ఏంటి? మీన్గా అనుకున్న వాల్యూ. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? వీ అజ్యూమ్డ్ 47.5. మరి పైది కిందది తీసుకోవద్దు, అది వదిలేయండి. సెకండ్ది లాస్ట్ బట్ వన్ తీసేయండి. ఈ రెండిట్లో ఏదో ఒకటి అనుకోండి, మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చింది అనుకోండి. పైన 2 కింద 2 వదిలేసి మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చింది అనుకోండి. 62.5 కూడా తీసుకుని చేయొచ్చు. 62.5 అజంప్షన్ చేసి కూడా చేయొచ్చు. We can assume 62.5 and take A as 62.5 and write here A equal to 62.5 and proceed further. Definitely get the answer, but instead of plus 14.5 you may get minus value, minus 0.5 you may get after simplification. So, after the third column, after you assume that value, wherever you assume that mean, that is taken to be A. That must be subtracted from every xi. x1 లోంచి A తీసివేయండి, సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయండి. 17.5 minus 47.5 minus 30, 32.5 minus 47.5 minus 15, తర్వాత 0, నెక్స్ట్ 15, నెక్స్ట్ 30, నెక్స్ట్ 45. చాలా బ్యూటిఫుల్గా వస్తాయి, అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్లో వస్తాయి. ఇక్కడ క్లాస్ ఇంటర్వెల్లో సైజ్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ ఇంటర్వెల్ పీరియడ్ ఈజ్ 15, లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ద క్లాస్ ఇంటర్వెల్ అంటారు. జనరల్గా మీకు 10 ఇచ్చారనుకోండి, సపోజ్ యూ ఆర్ గివెన్ 10 యాజ్ ద క్లాస్ ఇంటర్వెల్, 10 to 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, like that. You will get here 0, minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, like that. Downwards, 10, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. Very easy. It looks very beautiful. Here it is multiples of 15. Multiply this with what? Frequency. Don't multiply xi. XI-FI direct method. DI-XI, DI-FI is step assumed mean method. Multiply this. 7 into 0, 6 into 15, 6 into 30, 6 into 45. After multiplication, add up all these values. So, to add it up, I have taken two negative quantities. What are they? 60 and 45, they both represent negative, minus. So, minus 105. 90 plus 180, 270 plus 270, 540. 540 minus 105, answer is 435. So, this is sigma Fi dA, this is sigma Fi. What is the mean formula for this? Mean is A plus assumed mean plus sigma Fi dI by sigma Fi. Direct method formula ఏంటి చెప్పండి? A ఉండదు, sigma Fi xi by Fi, sigma Fi. Assumed mean method లో A ఉంటుంది, you get A plus sigma Fi dI by sigma Fi. What is sigma Fi dI? 435 divided by 30. So, you must simplify 435 by 30 and you get the answer as 14.5. This I have carried out in the right side margin. You can see if you want the carried out margin 435 is divided by 30, you get 14.5. So, 14.5 is added here, 47.5 plus 14.5 is 62. The same answer you can see here, both methods answer is 62. Direct method answer is 62, step deviation method answer also is 62. So, both ways same answer. After this, the same problem I will tell you in step deviation method how to do it. So, all of you note down that we will take the step deviation method in a short while.